The People Station 93.7 WBLK. I'm Yasmin Young. The Grammys were last night. And guess what? We actually had someone from Buffalo, born and raised in the 716, that won a Grammy last night. His name is Kevin Camp. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm cool. We cool chilling. Cool chilling. Everything cool there?
Yeah, well, congratulations, first of all. That must have been amazing. Is that your first Grammy or have you won before?
No, that was my first one. It was like our first time going, too. So kind of, to say the least, it was a good trip.
Nice. Israel and New Breed is the group, gospel group, and the album was Covered Alive in Asia Live. So talk to me. I watched a little video about it. Talk to me about that album because you produced that, right?
Yeah, I produced the whole thing with along with Israel, and it was a great opportunity experience. We traveled to 8 different parts of Asia, or no, 6 maybe. We started in Malaysia. We did Singapore. We went to Tokyo, Kuala Lumpur, and there's one other place I just can't remember. But we recorded every night. Did a DVD recording at Jakarta, Indonesia. And it was just an amazing experience, seeing people, from a whole different side of the world just really connect through music. Music is a very, very powerful thing. And, I really need people to understand how much music can really help save, generations, save, countries, neighborhoods, different things like that. So I was just fortunate enough to be a part of something, of that magnitude.
And you won Best Gospel Album of the Year, which is amazing. So congratulations. I mean, that had to have been a big moment for you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Especially, being on the ballot with some people that I've listened to growing up, the Clark sisters and, Tasha Cobbs, the big homie Jonathan McReynolds, who, is coming up and about to take over his theme. So, just to be able to be named and listed with some of those people is very rewarding and very humbling. So I'm grateful for that, though.
How did you end up working with Israel and New Breed coming from Buffalo?
Well, after I graduated high school, I ended up going to Boston, Massachusetts for college. I went to Berklee College of Music, and there's a couple of my friends who I linked up with. Their parents are, they play, and they were actually in the band. So one of my good friends, his dad was the guitar player of the band, and he ended up telling me, this dude Israel is looking for, to look for another type of band to travel with just his singers without him, and they had us go out and audition and everything. So it just kind of, stepping out on faith, leaving my comfort zone. Buffalo, New York that's where I'm from, born and raised, Bailey in Minnesota, it was my life, and leaving kind of was very scary, leaving family, girlfriend at the time who's now my wife. And so just taking a chance and stepping out on faith, man, that's what it did, and just staying focused, staying diligent. And, like I said, I'm forever grateful.
Well, I will tell you that everyone in Buffalo is jealous of you right now because you're out in LA enjoying the, I'm sure, fine weather, and we're here getting about 2 inches of snow per hour.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I want me to count the palm trees or just all that. Well, I'm not gonna tell any stories though. I live now in San Antonio, Texas. So there's one thing that I do miss. It is the change of seasons. It just kind of stays hot there all the time. So I love Buffalo spring. We have the best summers. Buffalo has the best summers ever. They just too short, and fall is dope. But the winters, good on those.
Well, this is my first winter here in Buffalo, so I'm learning the hard way how rough it is.
Yeah, man, we used to rack up on shoveling other people's driveways and playing football on the top of the cars and hopping from roof to roof once we get those big snowstorms. So y'all can keep that. Everything else, I embrace and I love about my hometown 716 is I'm going to be that 716 boy till the day I die. My number I still got 716. I'm not changing it. So, I love my city, man. Everybody who imparted into me, they know who they are, man. All the places that I played, churches that I've helped out at, I really owe it to those guys. Buffalo made me, and made me who I am. Of course, with the help of God and my mom, my parents, my grandmother, my sisters who struggled with me, and everybody, who just really put on their boots and just like we endured, through it all. And man, there's so much talent in Buffalo, it's so much, that we can do. It's just we got to make sure we just put our mind to it, And I really hope there's, some high up officials that are in the city that are listening, because there's so much that music can do for a city. I got a lot of ideas for our city, man, that I would just love to impart and share, and that would just help make it grow. I already know our city's on the rise, and, my plan has always been to come back home for my people back at home and to make sure I can build my company and make sure I can build some schools or some places where people can come and, create and be creative, whether it's not even just through music, but if it's through dance, art, drawing, anything. But it takes everybody working together, and that's something that we got to do, is just come together and pull our ideas together. So I hope some people are listening and reach out and let's do it and make our city great. I've been able to travel the world, but at the end of the day, my heart is at home all day, so I'm just excited, for what's next. And I really do appreciate this interview, and you guys, taking some time out, just to even talk to little old me.
No, not at all. We appreciate you talking to us. And I mean, again, continued success to you. Congratulations on your first Grammy Award. That's huge, especially, somebody in music. That means a lot. So just, keep doing what you're doing and keep representing Buffalo. And I'm sure that there are kids here that look up to you and, are striving to be you when they grow up.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate that. And that's an honor to even hear something like that. And, to hear it again, it just even the more lets me know like I'm here for a purpose, and everybody is here for a purpose. And like, one of my favorite rappers, Jay-Z, says, everybody has genius level talent, but whatever they have, whatever that genius level talent is, you just got to tap into it and just really go for it and not let anybody, stop you and hinder you from reaching your goals and your dreams. So, I just want to be an encouragement, and I love everybody, man. I love everybody, the whole city, Western New York, the whole area, Rochester, all the homies there, surrounding areas, Erie, all the way up to Toronto, everybody, man. Just it's all love over here.
Well, before I let you go, give out your social media so that people can connect with you and keep up with what's going on and reach out to you for inspiration.
Okay, for sure. I'm on Instagram, more frequently than all the other ones. So it's Kev_Camp, KEV_Camp, CAMP. My Facebook is just regular, Kevin Camp. I have not been on Twitter in like forever because I couldn't remember my Twitter password to save my life. So I probably should have gone to remember or forgot password or something. But I think it's KR Anthony 716. So at KR Anthony 716 would be my Twitter situation. But yeah, that's where you guys can find me. I'll try to stay connected. But if I could say this, I know it was a gospel album, and some people sometimes kind of turn the other cheek to go to church and things like that. Sometimes just because of certain situations or things that might have happened in church. I'm not a perfect dude. I'm not super spiritual or deep or anything like that. I love God, so you gotta love people. But hey, man, go to church. Go to church and just, just get some foundation, man. If anything I could say, that's without God, I wouldn't be able to even talk on this interview about anything that I got going on. So, just everybody just keep God first, and everything will work out. Everything, I promise you. Trust me. I'm a living witness, for real.
Well, thank you, Kevin. I appreciate your time and enjoy that weather.
Oh, nah, we're definitely going to enjoy it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Go on my Instagram, you'll see some pictures on the beach.
Rub it in. Okay, thanks.
All right.
All right, Kevin, thank you. I appreciate it.